back again, eh?
Elliot Pidd, adventurer extraordinaire. Elliot Pidd, the famed adventurer, sailed on his eponymous ship to explore the world and seek glory. At some point, he must have lost the ship to pirates, who have used and abused it ever since. Now it is a ghost ship. The captain's logs tell of epic tales of dangers and treasure, and the last entries speak of fighting a kraken, a giant sea monster encountered in unpioneered waters. Since then, the kraken has become famous, and its very name is feared by sailors wherever they roam. Art here by Akira Murakami. Pretty cool little picture. Gets the point across, I suppose, of the adventurous Elliot Pidd. I think it's left a little ambiguous as to whether or not Mr. Pidd met a poor fate or not. Wow, that EXP was nothing. Oh well. So, hello and welcome everyone to French Bread Plays Dragon's Crown, Amazon solo run. Last we left off, I don't know, we tracked down the Archbishop, Prime Minister, that was it. Or rather, we hunted down the royal treasure he had stolen. I'm going to go ahead and assume that guy is quite dead now. And we've done our little exploratory mission to find out the fate of Mr. Pidd in the meantime. So now it's time to spend some of our hard-earned points. We get another point at a Deadly Revolution, which we'll probably do, so long as there's nothing else that's more appealing. Not seeing anything better, so let us get that going on. Yeah, so this is just going to be a base increase in power and damage dealt, but we don't get more direction changes just yet. But it's a goal worth building toward. And over in common skills, deep pockets. Yeah, that's super worth getting, and I think we're gonna save up points so that we can get that next. Alright, so this time we are heading to the ancient temple ruins at Lucaine's behest. There we need to animate statues with runes. Yes, runes are now part of our experience for better or for worse. I'm not a big fan of them personally, because there's a whole bunch of different runic combinations that I sure as hell don't remember off the top of my head. And
in the age of the gods, mankind built a giant tower in a sacred place in an attempt to reach the world of the gods. That arrogance angered the gods, and it is said that the entire city was leveled.
Tower of Babel, yo. So yeah, here's our first example of runery, I guess you could say. Looks like we have an L and an O. I know that is a rune combination. Can I... I know there's a combination called Solve of Life. But that would have S in the first slot. And I'm gonna be honest, I am not sure how we might get S in the first slot. Because it's clearly supposed to be. Maybe if we just have them in any combination, it'll figure out what we... Yeah, okay. It can just be any combination. So there you go. That's one of the effects of runes. That one's not as helpful as some of the others we'll run into. Whoa. I think, yeah, I think the wizards will messing with me somehow there. These are Bolgan wizards, I think. And goodbye. Dynamic exit. There you go. A wee scorpion has more fortitude than a wimpy wizard.
Oh, yes.
Hey, hey, hey. Let the man work. So like we already heard, there's going to be some golems messing stuff up here.
They're here.
He's a... And, pretty obvious, but the tower we've got going on here is clearly a Tower of Babel situation. Looks goddamn cool, though, I have to say.
You meet a female warrior monk who was injured in the battle against the demons. She was sent to purify this sanctuary.
Yeah, we meet a female warrior monk. Holy crap. She has a hellhound literally still clamped to her leg. Bag of treasure. I'm alright with that. And kind of a cool little flanged mace.
To purify this area, the holy seal must be placed upon the altar of the temple. She cannot walk, so the task falls to you.
No, it's a holy seal. Yeah, okay, whatever. The design of the armor is a little ridiculous, but this is probably one of my favorite little fan service portrait things. I really like the warrior monk aesthetic with the little Cossack added. It's kind of a nice touch. Okay, enough, lady. A wonderful fight ghosts.
They're here.
Those aren't ghosts. There's the ghosts. Such a pointless enemy. My criticism remains strong for the ghosts. I don't think any of us needed to waste our time fighting those.
Oh, I can do that. It's my turn.
Ooh, boy.
Filthy Luca.
You know what I will pick this up for, though? Just do a quick scan. Make sure there aren't any, runes about. I don't know if we have enough, activated runes to, do things like open secret passages yet.
Enemies.
We've already seen at least one of these kinds of passages.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay. Apparently I'm not going to be picking up those bones. But we saw one of those in the Ghost Ship Cove area. We're gonna need the T rune to actually get that working for us, though.
Come at.
You can see our whirlwind already starting to do work for us. These Volga Knights are chumps. I knew as soon as I said something like that, I would be punished immediately. No runes.
Oh my.
Isn't this... Yeah, okay, there we go. Stand on the switch long enough. So, here's Odin Sphere's little Odin Sphere. Dragon Crown's little interpretation of a demon. It's actually a strangely comic impression of a demon. Reminds me of Bad Thief. No, we didn't. piece of shit. I was gonna say it reminds me a lot of like kind of like the aesthetic design of the Overlord games. If you've ever played those. What do we got here? Solve a life. I think I'm already full up. Too bad it doesn't like keep increasing our health to the virtual max like food can.
What?
Oh, wizards. You had to stay. You should have stood way farther back.
Enemies.
Man, I cannot wait until we really get our whirlwind going, because groups like that are going to
Oh, I
become
can do that.
just candy to us. Randy,
Oh my.
Randy, open the... There we go.
I got it.
I don't think we can make anything with these three. Or... Oh, let's generate weapon stash. Not exactly the most helpful. I'm not even going to pick it up.
What?
You know what? Wizard's got some cash on him, though. I'll give him that.
Enemies.
Ah, bees. Bees! There you go. Fall to earth.
It's my turn.
Actually, right now, now that I know that you can combine them in any order, we actually have a very easy time with runes, because since we only have the S rune, we'll never be able to get any kind of combination other than those that are literally available to us. If that makes any sense. Basically, with only one rune, there's only really either it works or it doesn't. There's not some preferable combination we're missing out on. Anytime now we should be running into
What?
those golems. The whole reason we came here. That's right, Chris. Just keep on missing.
Outstanding.
Very cool background here. One thing I have noticed is that Amazon seems far better against skeletons with their legs. Something about how they're set up makes it so that their shields just don't seem to be effective at all against, I don't know, blunt attacks. Strength beyond strength. Sight beyond sight.
What?
That was the wrong side of the room to show up on, buddy.
Oh, I can do that.
I'm sure you can, buddy.
Simple.
Ah.
Quit it.
Oh, piece of shit. He dropped quite a few bombs there. In any case, I think this may be our boss. We are certainly all set for HP. Maybe there's still some more to go before the boss.
Do you still remember Lucane's lecture on rune activation?
By the way, we got
In
the
order to
sorceress.
defeat the golem blocking your path, You need to have a golem of your own.
Well, gee, I'd love to have one. Where? There we go. Yeah. We have the sorceress serenading us with her narration this time. She may actually be one of the best so far, if not the best. Life from
The
stone.
demons notice the statue coming to life and have come to disrupt your work. Protect your golem so that it does not get destroyed before it reaches the temple.
So, as they say, we're gonna be protecting our golem. These little goblin bastards are definitely some of the more dangerous things as far as the health of our golem. Because as you'll see, if I recall, bombs are actually quite helpful for us in just facing the enemy golem. Ah, what the shit? We're getting pushed forward. Irritating. Whoops! That's a problem. Yeesh. This be a battle, yo. Ah! We really, really need to not get in the way of the enemy golem. I know, it's obvious, right? But there we go.
A maleficent stone tablet has been placed high upon the altar in the center of the temple. When you remove it and replace it with the holy seal, the ruins are purified with a blinding light. You decide to take the evil-looking stone tablet back with you.
Okie dokie. So, that turned out all right for us. It's got the two. It has potential to be useful, honestly. This we can sell. That will definitely identify. Pretty good. Obtain. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. We'll check this out. That's not terrible. And screw it. Let's appraise 11 to 42, huh? 10 to 42. Well, I don't know if I want this aware Runka more than what I currently have, but it's definitely worth checking out. I'm not sure if the minimum damage value is going to balance out.
You can feel unspeakable evil emanating from the stone tablet you removed from the altar. Perhaps Lucane should examine it.
God, that voice actress is really talented. I like the sound of her voice. Let's see. So, 26 to 31 versus 10 to 42. I'm going to keep what I have. I think I'm going to end up doing more damage that way. Just the feeling. We have no extra equipment at the moment, so cool. Let's go to Liu Kang's tower. Or, you know, miss it several times.
You report your success to Lucane. He smiles and tells you to keep the runestone to use in your adventures. Now you can view research materials about rune magic whenever you need. You can also buy runestones from Lucane. You produce the stone tablet you brought back from the temple ruins. He swallows hard and examines the tablet. The ancient demon script is difficult for even Lucane to read. He can only deduce that it is a contract of some sort. Upon further examination, Lucane finds something he can read. The name of the Demon King, Magino Gusna Idrashin.
That's a badass demon name.
The name jogs your memory. You've heard it before. But where? Lucane cannot tell anything else about the tablet.
We-
How can I help you?
We
Which
definitely heard it before from that beggar. Ooh boy. Runestones cost a lot of money. But you know, what else were we using it for?
The name of the Demon King, Magino Gusna Idrashin. You're positive you heard that name somewhere in town.
Let's go ahead and check it out.
Wandering one, how can I help you?
We've got quite a few people to bury.
May they rest in peace.
Aged royal mantle, strong drop, not a particularly strong yield, but we never really expect much from them, do we?
The old man grows excited when you walk by. He grabs the tablet. You now remember him mumbling the Demon King's name earlier. When you try to take the tablet back, the old man chants a spell. Instantly, the stone tablet crumbles to dust. You stand there gobsmacked when the old man thanks you in a calm, clear voice. He continues his story. We had obtained the crown of Elysia, known as the Dragon's Crown. However, it had no power to control the dragons. Those legends were myths to lionize the Elysian king. The crown in the ruins was merely decorative. However, I decided that I would infuse the crown with the power the legends spoke of. It would be my life's work. To do this, I would go to any lengths. I collaborated with shadowy cabals and sold my soul to the Demon King for power. Without the tablet, the crown's power will now vanish. The religion that used me cannot control the ancient dragons. The old man tells you in closing that he is the magician Wallace. In the next moment, he appears to melt into the air. The magician Wallace who disappeared is Lucane's friend. You must tell him of this surprising encounter. You tell Lucane everything that transpired with Wallace, the tablet, and the dragon's crown. Lucane is listening intently to your story when he suddenly bolts upright. All of his lost memories have returned to him. It was Wallace who killed Lucane. He asked Lucane to come to the labyrinth so he could steal Lucane's black runestones. Those runestones are special runes that make a teleportation gate. They're said to be made by a fairy with ancient powers. Wallace was used to open a gate to the illusionary land. The ancient dragon sleeps there, a land the goddess sealed. The shadowy religion must have wanted to be able to control that giant dragon. They shared Wallace's goal. Even rumors of this organization having the power of dragons would be chaotic. You can't just hope it'll never be found. Lucane says that if the crown were to be anywhere, it would certainly be in the Mage's Tower. Mornion took over the Mage's Tower, likely because it housed many types of research, as well as Wallace's laboratory.
How can I help you?
Well, shit.
You infiltrate the mage's tower to find the dragon's crown.
Shit got pretty real pretty quick.
Welcome back.
So the dragon's crown was a myth that Wallace used pretty much every twisted, dastardly means to make true. So whatever it meant or didn't mean in the past, now it means quite a bit.
There's a job.
Must love hellhounds. A man known for his habit of caring for many wild dogs on the outskirts of town excitedly placed a request about hellhounds. According to the man, they are strong, beautiful, intelligent dogs that live in packs and can control fire. However, he is dismayed that they live in terrible conditions. The man adamantly believes that he can raise hellhounds to be less fearsome. Go and provide first-hand proof that hellhounds aren't harmful to humans. If you approach them with love in your heart, he feels that they will accept you, given their intelligence. Withstand 5 attacks from a hellhound. That's, that is a lofty goal. Oh, my gallery is unfortunately tainted, given that I've gotten extremely far into the game on my original character. But, oh well. So, now we know that there is possibility of the ancient dragon that took 3 goddesses to seal running amok. The Demon King has in some way been invited to this world. The Wallace mystery is solved, but turns out it's only just the beginning of it. So as always, in between episodes, I am going to complete our side quest, and then after we check out the special art for that, we'll be moving on to the Mage's Tower, which has a pretty cool boss or two, if I recall. Alright, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this, yet another episode of this series, Dragon's Crown, Amazon solo run. It's definitely one of the more chill and enjoyable ones for me to make, for certain. So, until next time, peace.
Pretty hurts.
Kick and dodge.